We are not here to make any ethical or moral arguments about abortion. But there's a very simple, well-documented fact that many people on both sides of the debate seem to be omitting lately. Abortion bans don't work. Here's why. Let's take a look at the state of abortion laws around the world. Countries can be placed in 5 categories based on the strictness of their abortion laws. The first category is where abortions are prohibited altogether, meaning that these countries do not permit abortion under any circumstances whatsoever. 90 million women of reproductive age globally fall under this category. The second category is where abortions are permitted when a woman's life is at risk. The laws of countries in the third category allow abortions on health grounds. The fourth category are where laws are interpreted liberally and in practice permit abortion under a broad range of circumstances. And the last category is where abortions are allowed upon request, up to an average gestational period of 12 weeks. It's pretty clear then that women's reproductive rights vary significantly depending on where they live in the world. Now, from this you might jump to the conclusion that abortions are less frequent in countries that have prohibitive laws. But a study in 2020 that crunched 20 years of global statistics on pregnancy and abortion discovered something big. Restricting access to abortions does not reduce the number of abortions. Here, we can see that abortion rates in countries are pretty much the same regardless of their abortion laws. The abortion rate is 41% in countries where it is broadly legal, but it's only 4 points less in countries where it's allowed to preserve health, only 4 points less where it's allowed only to save a woman's life, and only 2 points less where it's prohibited altogether. In other words, if you want to prevent abortion, legal bans are an entirely ineffective way to do it. But here lies an immense problem. Abortion is a simple healthcare intervention that can be effectively managed by a wide range of health workers using medication or a surgical procedure. However, in countries where abortion is restricted, women often turn to unsafe methods of abortion. Globally, each year, around 73 million induced abortions take place, but 45% of them are unsafe. The proportion of unsafe abortions are significantly higher in countries with highly restrictive abortion laws than in countries with less restrictive laws. Here are findings published in the prestigious medical journal The Lancet. We can see that in countries where abortion is not restricted, only a very small percentage of abortions are least safe. However, that percentage rises significantly in countries where abortion is restricted. Over nearly 44% of abortions are less safe, and over 31% are least safe. How impactful are these unsafe abortions? Each year, it's estimated that between 4.7 and 13.2% of maternal deaths can be attributed to unsafe abortion. This adds up to an astonishing number of preventable deaths. Let's sum up. The bottom line here is that whatever your views on abortion may be, legally banning it simply doesn't work. Abortion bans do not reduce the number of abortions. All bans really do is increase the number of unsafe abortions. And this matters. Whatever your views on abortion, backing a policy that demonstrably doesn't work, and indeed only works to harm women, is worse than senseless. It's simply wrong. Thanks for watching. Please let us know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe.